My dear children, come close and rest with me. Picture the gentle glow of altar candles flickering in the stillness of a quiet sanctuary. Hear the soft chime of a distant church bell marking the sacred passing of time. Imagine sunlight streaming through stained glass, painting colors of grace across the stone floor as if heaven itself were leaning near to embrace you. In this holy quiet, you are not alone. I am here. I have always been here, waiting for you, longing for you, delighting in your presence, even as I invite you into mine. Breathe in the peace of this moment and let every weight slip from your shoulders. For in my presence there is fullness of joy, and in my embrace there is rest for your soul. My beloved, I speak to you now as your Father, who has walked with you through valleys unseen and lifted you through streams unspoken. I know the burdens you have carried and the tears you have hidden in the stillness of night. I see the longings of your heart, the questions you cannot voice, the fears that linger like shadows. And yet I say to you, you are mine, and I will never let you go. The purpose of this message is simple: to draw you deeper into my love, to remind you of my promises, and to let my peace flow into the deepest parts of your heart. I want you to linger here, resting in me, as I pour out words of comfort and hope. For when you abide in my presence, you will find strength for the weary, light for the broken places, and courage for the days yet to come. My dear children, let your heart be still. Let the noise of this world fade for a while, and listen to the voice that has called you since the beginning. From the dawn of creation, I have spoken your name. I have written your days before one of them came to be. Even now, I remind you of this truth. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. You may have felt unseen in the eyes of others, but never in mine. You may have thought your prayers drifted unanswered into the silence, but every word has reached me, and every sigh has been held close to my heart. When you wept, I wept with you. When you rejoiced, I rejoiced over you with singing. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not alone. I know you long for peace in a world that trembles with fear. I know you seek light when the days feel heavy with darkness. My beloved, I am your peace. I am your light. I am your refuge and your strength, an ever-present help in trouble. When the ground beneath your feet shakes, know that I am the rock on which you stand. When the storms rise, know that I am the shelter who covers you with my wings. Remember my promise, as it is written, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." My dear children, I do not speak these words as distant poetry, but as living truth for your every breath. I want you to rest in my forgiveness. You carry guilt that I have already washed away. You hold on to shame that I have already covered with my grace. I call you to release what I have already redeemed. For the blood of my Son has cleansed you, and in him you are new. You are free. You are loved beyond measure. Do not be afraid of the future. I hold your tomorrow as surely as I hold your today. I walk before you and behind you, and I surround you on every side. When you cannot see the way, trust that I am the way. When you feel too weak to continue, lean on me. For my strength is made perfect in your weakness. My beloved, you may think you're too small, too broken, too ordinary to matter in the great story of this world. But I tell you now, you are my masterpiece. I created you with intention, with care, with love that goes beyond your imagination. Every talent you carry, every dream I have planted in your heart, every step of your journey has been shaped by my hand. You are chosen, you are cherished, and you are never outside of my plan. Let your heart take courage, for even in the valley of shadows I walk with you. Even in the silence of waiting, I am working for your good. Even in the pain of unanswered questions, I am weaving threads of redemption that you cannot yet see. And when you finally look back, you will see my fingerprints on every chapter, even the ones that once felt empty. Pause now, my dear children, and breathe in the truth that I am closer than your next heartbeat. Whisper my name, and I am there. Call to me in the night, and I will answer. Rest in my presence, for here is where your soul finds its home. My dear children, hear my voice, and let these words sink deep into your spirit. You have walked through seasons where the path felt uncertain, where the way forward was hidden in mist and shadows. Yet even then, I was the lamp unto your feet and the light unto your path. Though you did not always see the full road ahead, I guided each step, and I will continue to guide you, for my plans for you are good, filled with hope and not despair. There are moments when the weight of this life presses heavily upon you. The world speaks fear, confusion, and unrest, but I whisper peace, clarity, and assurance. My peace is not like the world gives. It is deeper, stronger, unshakable. Rest in this, beloved. No storm can take from you what I have placed within you. No power of darkness can undo the light I have spoken over your life. You may ask yourself if you are strong enough to endure, but I remind you that my strength flows through you. My spirit dwells within you, a living fountain that cannot run dry. You are not walking in your own power, but in mine. Remember my promise. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. So when you feel weary, lean into me and you will find rest. My beloved, there are wounds you carry, both seen and unseen. I am the healer of them all. I am close to the brokenhearted, and I bind up their wounds. Do not be afraid to bring me the pain you hide from others. I already see it, and I do not turn away. Instead, I gather you in my arms like a shepherd gathers the lambs, and I carry you close to my heart. Your healing is not only for your body, but for your soul, your mind, and your spirit. I know there are dreams in your heart that feel delayed, prayers that seem unanswered, hopes that feel distant. But trust that I am never late. My timing is perfect, and I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. Just as the farmer waits for the rain and the harvest, so must you trust my timing, for the fruit I bring forth in your life will be full and overflowing. Do not despise the small beginnings. Do not measure your life by the standards of this world. The kingdom I have placed within you is eternal, and the work I do in you now is preparing you for glory. Every act of kindness Every word of love, every quiet prayer that no one else hears is precious to me. Nothing you do in my name is wasted. My dear children, lift your eyes from the ground of worry and fix them upon me. I am the lifter of your head. I am the one who calls you by name. When the world says you are not enough, I declare that you are more than conquerors through my love. When doubt whispers that you are forgotten, I remind you that your name is engraved on the palms of my hands. You do not walk this journey alone. The cloud of witnesses surrounds you, cheering you onward. My angels watch over you. My spirit strengthens you, and I, myself, will never leave you nor forsake you. You are mine forever, and my love for you is everlasting. Now rest in this truth, my beloved. I am with you, I am for you, and nothing in all creation will ever separate you from my love. My dear children, let your hearts stay open, for I have more to pour into you. You often wonder if the struggles you face have any purpose, but I remind you today that nothing in your life is wasted when it is placed in my hands. Even the broken pieces, the moments that seem shattered beyond repair, are woven into a tapestry of grace. I take what was meant for harm and turn it for your good. I bring beauty from ashes, strength from weakness, and life from places that seemed barren. Think of the seed that falls into the soil. In the darkness, unseen by human eyes, it breaks, it surrenders, and it seems to disappear. Yet, in that hidden place, new life begins, and in time, it pushes through the earth, reaching for the light. So it is with you, my dear children. What feels like breaking is often the birthing of something new. What feels hidden is often the place of greatest growth. Trust me, in the unseen, for I am always at work. I know that patience is difficult and waiting feels heavy on your soul. But hear me, beloved. Those who wait on me will renew their strength. They will rise up with wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. I do not delay because I have forgotten you. I delay only to align all things for your blessing, your growth, and your eternal joy. My beloved, do not be afraid to hope again. Some of you have buried your hopes because disappointment wounded you. But I say, lift them up to me. Let me breathe life into the dry bones of your dreams. What you thought was lost can rise again in my timing and by my power. For I am the God who makes a way in the wilderness and streams in the desert. I want you to see yourself as I see you, not as weak or unworthy, but as chosen, redeemed, and crowned with my loving kindness. You are the light of the world because my light shines in you. You are the salt of the earth because my spirit dwells within you. Wherever you go, you carry the fragrance of my presence, and even in small ways, you are my witness. My dear children, I know the burdens you carry for those you love, the family member who drifts far from faith, the friend battling sickness, the child weighed down with fear. You whisper their names in prayer, sometimes with tears. Know this, I hear every name, and I am working in their lives, even when you cannot see it. Trust me to hold them as I hold you. Place them in my hands, for my hands are strong enough to carry them, gentle enough to heal them, and faithful enough to keep them. And remember this truth, my love is not just for the strong moments when faith feels easy. It is for the weak moments when you stumble, when doubts cloud your heart, when fear grips your soul. Even then, especially then I am near. My grace does not run out when you falter. My mercy does not fade when you fall. My compassion is new every morning, and my arms remain open every moment. Stay with me, beloved. Walk with me, for I delight in your company. Speak to me, for I treasure your words. Rest in me, for I am your home. And know with certainty, I am preparing you not only for today, but for eternity, where every tear will be wiped away, every sorrow will be gone, and joy everlasting will surround you. My dear children, let the peace of my presence cover you like a gentle cloak. You often feel the weight of a world that presses hard, yet I remind you that you were not created to carry it alone. Cast all your cares upon me, for I care for you. Do not hold tightly to anxieties that rob your joy, but place them in my hands, where they are transformed into trust, into hope, into freedom. I am the shepherd who leads you beside still waters and restores your soul. Even when you wander, I pursue you, for my love is relentless and my grace unending. When the valley feels deep and shadows linger, remember this: my rod and my staff comfort you. I do not leave you in the dark. I walk with you, guiding you step by step. You are never abandoned, not for a moment. Some of you wonder if you have failed me beyond repair, if your mistakes have written a story I cannot redeem. But hear me now. My mercy is greater than your failures. My forgiveness is wider than the ocean, deeper than the earth, higher than the heavens. Nothing you have done can separate you from my love. For I have already said, as far as the east is from the west, so far have I removed your transgressions from you. My dear children, you are cleansed, restored, and made new. You are walking a journey that is not always easy. But remember that I have gone before you. I prepare the way. I level mountains and lift valleys. I open doors no one can shut, and close doors no one can open. Trust my hand, even when you cannot see it. Trust my timing, even when it feels slow. Trust my heart, for it is always for you. My beloved, lift your eyes toward eternity. This life is but a breath, yet every moment matters. Every step you take with me echoes in eternity. The battles you fight now will one day shine as testimonies of my faithfulness. The tears you shed now will one day be transformed into joy. The questions you hold now will one day be answered in my presence, where there is no more striving, no more sorrow, only perfect peace. Even now, let your soul rest in the assurance that I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I hold the first page of your story, and I hold the last. Nothing is called my sight, and nothing is beyond my power. So breathe deeply, my dear children. Let my spirit refresh you like cool water to a thirsty land. Let my word be your anchor, my promises your song, and my love your dwelling place. For I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I will never fail you. My dear children, let every word I speak now be as oil to your weary soul and as light to your path. You have faced many battles, some known to others, and some carried only in silence. Yet through each one I have been your shield. Even when you did not recognize my hand, I was there. Every tear you shed has been gathered, every prayer you whispered has been heard, and every sigh of your heart has reached me. Nothing about you is unseen. I know the heaviness you sometimes carry in the quiet of the night. I know the questions that stir when the world is still. But do not let your heart be troubled, beloved. Believe in me. Believe in my goodness that never wavers. The night may feel long, but morning always comes, and with it my mercies that are new each day. Do not fear the unknown ahead of you. I go before you. I prepare a way where there seems to be no way. Just as I parted the waters for my children long ago, I will make a way for you to walk safely through your trials. Trust me, even when the river looks wide, even when the mountain seems high, for I am the God who moves obstacles and makes all things possible. My beloved, remember that your worth is not measured by what the world values. Your worth is measured by my love, a love that gave everything to call you mine. You are more precious than gold refined by fire, more treasured than jewels hidden in the earth. When I look at you, I see not your flaws or your failures, but the beauty of one redeemed, one covered in grace, one sealed with my Spirit. Let this truth sink deep. You are never alone. When you walk into the fear, I am with you, and you will not be consumed. When you pass through the waters, they will not overwhelm you. When the winds howl and the storms rage, my hand holds you steady. I am your anchor that will not let you drift, your fortress that will not fall, your companion who will not leave. Do not let despair take root in your heart. Hope is your inheritance because I am your God. My plans for you are to give you a future filled with hope, to prosper you in ways beyond earthly riches, to bless you in ways that touch eternity. Even when you do not see it, I am working all things together for your good. My dear children, lift your gaze from the burdens that weigh you down and fix your eyes on me. For I am the author and the finisher of your faith. I began a good work in you, and I will carry it to completion. The journey you walk is not without purpose. Each step, each trial, each victory is part of a story that will reveal my glory in you. So come closer still. Rest in my arms. Let my peace cleanse your fears. Let my love heal your wounds, and let my presence fill you with joy unshakable. For you are mine, and I delight in you with an everlasting love. My dear children, let your hearts grow quiet before me now, for in the stillness you will hear my whisper, gentle and constant, reminding you that you are mine. You live in a world that shouts loudly, that pulls at your mind with distractions, fears, and burdens. But I call you into a place of still waters, where my voice calms the storm and my spirit renews your strength. Be still and know that I am God. Even when chaos surrounds you, my presence remains your safe dwelling. You may see waves rise, but I am the one who walks upon the waters. You may feel winds roar, but I am the one who commands them to be still. In every circumstance, I am greater than what comes against you. Take courage, for I have overcome the world. My beloved, do not measure your life by moments of success or failure. Measure it by my unchanging love for you. Even when you stumble, my hand lifts you up. Even when you fall short, my mercy covers you. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Trust in me, for I am faithful from generation to generation. There will be days when you feel unseen, when you feel as though your efforts are small and your voice unheard. Yet I see you. I see the kindness you extend, the prayers you offer, the sacrifices you make in quiet places. I see your heart when you choose love over bitterness, forgiveness over resentment, faith over fear. And I tell you this, not one act of love done in my name is wasted. It is all gathered like treasures in heaven, where moth and rust cannot destroy. My dear children, I am not distant. I am nearer than the very breath you take. I walk beside you in the mundane moments of your day. When you rise in the morning, I am there. When you rest your head at night, I keep watch. When you are weary from your labor, I refresh your soul. My love is not occasional or fleeting. It is steady, eternal, and constant. I have given you my word as a lamp for your feet, and I have placed my spirit within you as a guide. Lean into my truth, and it will never fail you. Anchor your soul in my promises, and you will not be shaken. For heaven and earth may pass away, but my word will never pass away. Beloved, keep your eyes fixed on eternity, for your trials are momentary compared to the glory that is to come. One day, you will see me face to face, and every tear will be wiped away. You will dwell in a place where sorrow cannot enter, where pain cannot touch, where joy will overflow without end. Until then, walk with hope, walk with faith, walk with love. And as you journey, remember this: you are never without my blessing, never without my covering, never without my presence. I am the God who holds your yesterday, your today, and your forever. Rest in me, and let your heart be at peace. My dear children, let these words be as living water to your spirit. You are not forgotten, and you are not overlooked. I know the thoughts you think in secret, the worries that weigh down your heart, the dreams you have hidden away. Nothing is concealed from me, and yet I do not turn from you. Instead, I draw nearer, for I delight in carrying what you cannot bear alone. There are valleys in your life that seem endless, paths that feel shadowed and uncertain. But remember, my beloved, that even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you need not fear evil, for I am with you. My rod and my staff will comfort you, and my presence will light the way. You will not remain in the valley forever, for I lead you onward to green pastures and still waters, to a table I have prepared for you, overflowing with goodness and mercy. Do not despise the seasons of waiting. Waiting is not wasted in my kingdom. In the unseen places, roots are growing deeper, foundations are being strengthened, and faith is being refined. Just as the earth holds seeds in silence before they burst forth into bloom, so I'll hold your life in seasons of stillness before revealing the fullness of my plans. Trust that what I plant in you will grow in its time, for I make all things beautiful in their season. My beloved, do not let fear steal your joy or rob your vision. Fear is a shadow that vanishes in the light of my truth. Lift up your eyes and see that I am greater than every storm, stronger than every enemy, and more faithful than every doubt. My perfect love casts out fear, and in my love you are safe. Some of you carry scars, marks of battles long fought, reminders of pain endured. But know this, your scars are not signs of defeat. They are signs that you endured, that you overcame, that you were never abandoned. They are reminders that in your weakness, my strength was revealed. My dear children, Wear them not as burdens, but as testimonies, for they tell the story of a faithful God who never let you go. I call you not only to endure, but to flourish. I have placed within you the power to rise above, to love when it is hard, to forgive when it seems impossible, to hope when the world says there is no reason. My spirit within you is not one of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Even now, let your heart lift in gratitude, for gratitude opens your eyes to see the blessings that surround you, the warmth of light, the breath of life, the love of family, the beauty of creation, and above all, the constant presence of your God. When you give thanks, your burdens grow lighter, and your spirit becomes strong. My dear children, know this truth. You are held, you are loved, you are cherished beyond measure. I sing over you with joy, and I quiet your heart with my peace. You are the apple of my eye, engraved upon the palms of my hands. No one can snatch you from my embrace. So rise each day with courage, walk each moment with hope, and rest each night in the assurance of my everlasting love. For I am with you always, to the very end of the age. My dear children, let your spirit breathe freely in this moment, for I am near to you. Too often you live as though you are striving to earn my love, as though your worth depends on your success or your strength. But I tell you now, beloved, my love for you is not earned. It is given. It flows from my heart without condition, without limit, without end. Rest in this truth. Nothing you do can make me love you more, and nothing you fail to do can make me love you less. I see the burdens you carry that no one else knows. I see the silent battles, the hidden tears, the thoughts you dare not speak aloud. And yet, I do not condemn you. I do not turn from you. I draw closer. I bend low to lift you up, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and in me you will find rest for your soul. When you feel weary from the journey, lean into my strength. When you feel lost, trust that I am your guide. When you feel unworthy, remember that I have called you my own. You are clothed in righteousness, not of your own making, but of mine. You stand in grace that cannot be shaken. My beloved, you wonder sometimes if your life has meaning, if your days hold purpose. Hear me clearly. Every breath you take is woven into my divine design. Every step you walk is part of a story that reaches beyond what you can see. You are my light in dark places, my voice of kindness in a world that needs compassion, my hands extended to those who are broken. Never doubt the value of who you are, for I created you with intention and delight. You ask, Lord, where are you when the world feels broken? I answer, I am here. I am in the cry of the hurting, in the hand that comforts, in the quiet prayer spoken in faith. I am present in the love that endures, in the forgiveness that heals, in the hope that refuses to die. Do not look for me only in the grand and the mighty, for I am also in the small, the hidden, the tender moments of grace. My dear children, remember that this life is not the end of your story. You are citizens of a greater kingdom, heirs of an eternal promise. The trials you face now are temporary, but the glory to come is everlasting. Lift your eyes beyond the horizon of this world, for your home is with me, where no sorrow can touch you, where no pain can linger, where joy flows like a river without end. Until that day, walk with me, speak with me, trust me. Let your life be a song of love, a reflection of the light I have placed within you. For you are my chosen ones, called by name, precious in my sight, and held forever in my embrace. My dear children, let your soul rest beneath the covering of my wings. For just as a mother bird gathers her little ones close and shields them from the storm, so I draw you near to myself. You may not always see how I protect you, but I guard your steps, I preserve your days, and I surround you with my angels. The harm that could have touched you has been turned aside because my hand was over you. I know the struggles you face when shadows rise and fear whispers that you are alone. But hear this truth, beloved. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I am your refuge and your fortress, your strong tower in the time of trouble. When you call upon me, I answer. When you cry out, I draw close. I am not far off. I am the God who dwells with you, even in the hidden places of your life. There are moments when you question whether your prayers matter, whether your words reach my throne. But I tell you, every prayer you have ever lifted has been heard. Even the ones you thought were lost in silence have been gathered like incense before me. I treasure your prayers, my dear children, and I am weaving my answers in ways you may not yet see. Trust that no prayer is wasted, for my timing is perfect and my wisdom beyond measure. My beloved, when the weight of guilt tries to chain you, remember that I have set you free. You are no longer bound by shame, for I have declared you clean. The cross has spoken once and for all. Your debt is paid, your sins are forgiven, and your future is redeemed. Walk not in fear, but in freedom, for I have called you out of darkness into marvelous light. And when the world feels too heavy, when your own strength feels too small, lean into me. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. Do not fear being fragile, for in your brokenness my power shines brightest. I am the potter, and you are the clay, and even the cracks in your vessel become places where my light can shine forth to others. My dear children, never doubt the depth of my love for you. It is wider than the oceans, higher than the heavens, and stronger than death itself. I loved you before the foundation of the world, and I will love you into eternity. You are my treasure, my delight, my own. So walk today with courage, knowing that my hand is upon you. Live with hope, knowing that your story is secure in me. Rest tonight with peace, knowing that I hold you as you sleep, and I keep watch through the night. From your first breath to your final step, you are mine. My dear children, let your hearts open wider still, for I long to fill you with the assurance of my everlasting presence. You often carry questions that weigh on your spirit. Will I have the strength for tomorrow? Will the path ahead be too heavy to walk? Yet I remind you, beloved, tomorrow does not come empty. It comes filled with my grace. Each sunrise brings with it new mercies. Each day arrives wrapped in my faithfulness. You need not store up strength for years to come, for I give you what you need for this very day. And when the next day dawns, I will provide again. There is nothing too broken that I cannot restore. The wounds of your past, the mistakes that haunt you, the losses that grieve you, These are not the end of your story. I am the God who redeems. I am the God who heals. I am the God who turns mourning into dancing and sorrow into songs of joy. Do not close your heart in fear of disappointment. Open it to me, for I am doing a new thing in you even now. My beloved, remember the promise of my word. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. This is not only a passage for comfort in times of loss. It is a daily truth for you to walk in. I am restoring your soul. I am guiding you to rest. I am pouring into you life and strength for the journey ahead. Lift your eyes to the heavens, my dear children, and remember who I am. I am the one who formed the stars, who spread out the heavens like a curtain, who calls each star by name, and yet I also call you by name. I know the number of hairs upon your head. I know when you rise and when you lie down. There is nowhere you can go that my presence does not follow, no darkness so deep that my light cannot reach. When you feel unseen, remember that I watch over you with perfect love. When you feel unheard, remember that I incline my ear to your every word. When you feel unloved, remember that my arms stretched wide on the cross to embrace you forever. You are worth everything to me. My dear children, do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you shall reap if you do not lose heart. The seeds of faith you sow, the acts of love you scatter, the prayers you whisper in secret, all will bear fruit in my perfect time. Nothing you do in my name is forgotten. Nothing done in love is wasted. So walk in peace, live in hope, and abide in my presence. For I am your Father, your Shepherd, your Redeemer, your friend, and your everlasting God. And now, my dear children, let your hearts remain in this quiet place of peace. Do not rush away from my presence, for I delight when you linger with me. Let these words dwell richly in you, not only as comfort for this moment, but as nourishment for the days ahead. Carry them into your mornings when you rise, into your evenings when you rest, and into the ordinary hours in between. For I am with you in all things, in every breath, in every step, in every season of your life. I bless you now with my peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. May it guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. I bless you with courage to walk into tomorrow without fear, knowing that I go before you. I bless you with joy that springs up like a river in the desert, joy that no sorrow can steal, joy that flows from my spirit within you. I bless you with strength for your journey, strength not of your own, but from my everlasting arms that hold you secure. You are not defined by your past. You are not diminished by your weakness. You are not forgotten in your struggles. You are mine, chosen and dearly loved, and I am faithful to complete the work I have begun in you. Lift your head, beloved, for your future is filled with my promises. Walk forward with hope, for I am the God of new beginnings. Rest tonight with peace, for I neither slumber nor sleep, and I will keep watch over you. Let your spirit rise like incense before me, for I hear your prayers and I hold your tears. Let your heart open wide to my presence, for I will never leave you nor forsake you. Let your life be a living testimony of my goodness, for the world around you needs the light I have placed within you. My dear children, share these words of love not only in your hearts, but with those who are weary and searching. Just as I have comforted you, so I long to comfort others through you. If these words have touched you, if my Spirit has spoken peace into your heart, then gently let others know. Let them also taste and see that I am good. As you linger here, I invite you to let this message dwell in your soul, and if it blesses you, share it with others, through your words, through your life, and even by helping this message reach further. Beloved ones, if you choose to like, to comment, or to subscribe to this message, do so not as an obligation, but as an act of love, a way of letting my voice travel to hearts that need it. In doing so, you become a vessel of my encouragement, helping my words flow into homes, into families, into lives longing for hope. And now, my blessing rests upon you. May you walk in the light of my love. May you rest in the shelter of my presence. May you rise with courage, sleep in peace, and live each day with joy unshakable. For you are my dear children, and nothing will ever separate you from my love.